Walkie check.
Good check.
Copy that. What's the ETA on it?
2 minutes.
Copy that.
Okay, and roll sound.
Rolling!
Incoming transmission.
2, 1.
In the initial stages, because I was part of the initial quarantining, I'm pretty sure, and I was from New York for all good reasons. I'll tell you, I was from New York. If at all, I respect the rule of the land, right? Always, regardless of where you stay, you have to respect the rule of the land. That's how I play. So you have done everything, Miss Innocent, Divya, and your team. Of course, I don't know each one of your names, so that's one of the reason I'm not pulling out each one of your names. It's nothing against. It is coming from my heart. It's not just I have to tell you for the sake of telling you. I'm not even paid for this one. Trust me. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel, The Covered Rider. This is going to be a video on what were the steps that were taken by the Nilgiris collector or the government specific to Nilgiris, because I have a first-hand experience when I came from US, so it is going to be that basically, right? So just to give you a background, I went to the US in the year of 2017, December 2017, and I went for my second master's basically. So I completed that, and Corona hit, and I was from New York, right? So a long story short, I decided to come back to my hometown. So I took the Singapore Airlines from New York, Newark basically. New Jersey was the airport. And full disclosure, by the time I took the flight, the news was out that New York is actually under a big scanner because of the Corona things and everything, because it's becoming an epicenter for Corona and some things like that. But full disclosure, it was not that much because I was roaming throughout New York for the last 2 weeks before I could fly back. So yes, it was a 50-50 chance that I could have also got it. I'm not saying no. So I took the Singapore Airlines, flew through India via Afghanistan, India, landed Singapore, took the Silk Air, which is actually the sister concern of Singapore Airlines, to Coimbatore. I was very clear that I will land only in Coimbatore, just in case I get this virus. I was more than happy to stay in Coimbatore rather than staying in Delhi or Chennai or something like that. So because I don't know anyone there at this point in time. So I came in. In the meantime, my parents, apparently my mom is an ex-nurse, so she quit her job just to take care of me and my brother. So she was very clear. So why am I giving this background is she was very clear about when you say about quarantining and things like that, right? She understands the technical, so-called medical part of it. So apparently my dad had called all these local authorities informing that his son is landing in so-and-so date. I landed on March 13th by 10:45 in Coimbatore. And apparently, if you know Ooty, it is not advisable to drive at the night because, of course, let's give the space to the animal and let's try to coexist. So my dad insisted me not to take the cab, the taxi from the airport taxi back home. So he wanted me to come in like early in the morning. So I decided to stay back for a couple of hours in Coimbatore, and I took a cab to my hometown. Apparently by 3:15 or something I took the cab, and the road was so good and the traffic was almost minimal. It was minimal, almost good to zero basically. So the driver was good enough also. So he sure that I reached by within 2 hours, right? I have no complaints to the driver. He was not rash driving, he was quick. That's all. That's the difference between rash driving and quick. He was really quick, that's all. He was not a person who was like very sleepy or something. He was wide awake, and he was wide awake in driving as well. So all said and done, immediately, but through the blessing of God, I have a bit of a good house where I can actually stay quarantined. So the quarantine started the same day. Apparently I came, dozed off for 5-6 hours, and the calls started coming in, right? People from the district saying that they're calling from the collector office, from the collectorate. People from the state, of course. I mean, not only, and this was a daily routine, all right? It's not that I'm just boasting around. This was a daily routine. I genuinely get a call somewhere between 11 to 3 from either of these people, either from the collectorate office, predominantly from collectorate office, or if the call is not coming in, I will have an uninvited, if I might say, an uninvited guest from the government. Maybe from the local municipal authorities, saying that they wanted to just come and check. It was a routine thing, right? And in fact, even the police from the local police also came and visited me once and insisted that I open my. They gave me an app to download. I think it's Arogya Setu. In fact, I'm not very sure if that was the same app. And they wanted me to. Have the app enabled and things like that. And they gave me a number. If at all the app is not getting enabled, just call to some other number. I happened to call that also, just to make sure things are all perfect. See, I am a strong believer of a phrase saying, always respect the rule of the land, right? Always, regardless of where you stay, you have to respect the rule of the land. That's how I play. So I normally adhere to the rules. The only other rule, if you find me breaking, might be the speed limit. That's the only thing I have actually been penalized for in my life. So it's as simple as that. So this was the routine. So, and apparently not only these, in fact, the Chief Minister has announced free rice and about $1,000 for all ration holders. So what the situation is, my parents also had to be quarantined because I was quarantined at home. Even though I was almost staying in the separate house, they have also, because they are my close family members, they had also been requested to quarantine themselves. So each and everything, right? Each and every day there is a person from the collectorate asking me, is there anything else that they can do? It was more like I was feeling that I was actually someone very important. You know, I should not say something, I'm not boasting again. I was feeling that I was actually the Prime Minister of India. Right? So that was how it was. I, on a daily basis, either have a call or someone is coming to meet me from the local police department or from the hospital. So that was the case. And when I say the ration shop, right? When I I forgot to speak on the topic. As I told you, Chief Minister actually announced a free rice and about $1,000 or something like that. It's a combo that he had announced. The next day itself, they called me and asked me, so this is what it is, and we'll come and give it to you to your home. I said, I understand, but again, my house is not even about 100 meters from the ration shop, right? I told them, it's okay if at all you cannot. I'll ask, because I stay in a colony. Only I was actually asked to quarantine. I have my friends and other people who can actually come and take it. He said, no problem, sir. I'll personally come and give it to you. Perfect. And he did come on the time. Of course, he was late by about half an hour. But before he could go home, he ensured that he came down, gave the rice, and apparently he forgot to give me the $1,000. I'm not blaming him, okay? It might have slipped his mind. And apparently, we being Indians, right? I happened to call him back and said, sir, you told me, because he had told me that he will give me $1,000 also, right? So I said, you said you will give me $1,000 also. And apparently he forgot. And he was so sorry. and he was asking at least about 10 times sorry, and in the middle, it was about 7 or 8, he literally came back. He literally came back to give me back $1,000, and again asked sorry for another 2 minutes. I said, dude, this is okay, happens, yeah. It is not that you are actually trying to steal or something, right? And this is something which I personally felt. I don't know the current situation, and I understand there are a lot of cases that's increasing. I'm nobody to talk about that, because for absolute good reason, I have no first-hand experience. I am one among you people who watches the news, reads the newspaper, and understand what is the current situation. So I cannot speak about this one. But initially, when Corona hit, I should say, I will vouch for whoever was working along with the collector, Miss Innocent Divya, if I'm not wrong, right? That's her name. They were absolutely perfect. You cannot ask. That's what I'm saying. I was feeling that I was the most important person in the world. I had never had this feeling in my life before, especially from the government. I'm not even a government employee, dude. I'm just telling you. This was what it is. So I would just wanted to say this video was long due. I wanted to do it, but again it just kept postponing. So I thought, I don't care if it is raining also, and there goes the ambulance. I don't care if it is raining also, I will do it for sure. So it is kudos for all the people who helped me out, including Miss Innocent Divya, the collector of the Nilgiris currently. I would like to thank you and your team, ma'am, for an absolute and a wonderful team that you have had, who were working. I mean, I have never experienced this one, so this is new to me, especially. That's what they were actually working day in and day out. I'm pretty sure. I get a call by 9 o'clock in the morning. Perfect, great. And I get a call by 3 o'clock in the morning again, asking me how is it? Is there anything else that you want to do? Right? Is there anything else that we can do to ease your thing? Dude, frankly speaking, I was quarantining for myself, right? You did not take me. I mean, no, this is because of that. That's the only reason I wanted to do this video. It was so perfect. I have no words but to only thank you, each and everyone who had called me, each and everyone who has guided to call me, and each and everyone who was a part of Miss Innocent Divya, the collector, to ensure that everything was smooth in the initial stages, because I was part of the initial quarantining, I'm pretty sure, and I was from New York for all good reasons. I'll tell you, I was from New York. If at all, trust me, when I called this guy through the toll-free number that they provided, I called him and told him that my app is not getting downloaded, so for some reason can you please help me out, or I just want to enroll, if you can actually enroll me through your, I mean, is there any other way that you can enroll me, and then we'll go ahead with it. Please help me out. And he asked me, from where did you travel? I just said I traveled from the US. The way he reacted, oh my God. He was like, so what are you saying? So please tell me your number. Where are you from? Blah blah blah. I said, where from US? He asked me. I said, from New York. God, he almost had a heart attack. I'm happy that I have not contracted this virus, because there were cases, I'll tell you in another video, how I was very sure that I would have got it, but apparently I did not. Thankfully I did not. But this is more like a tribute video to Miss Innocent Divya and each and everyone who is working or who was working and who will be working along with her to ensure the safety of each and every individual in the Nilgiris under her, basically. So thank you very, very much. I've been telling the same thing because it is coming from my heart. It's not just I have to tell you for the sake of telling you. I'm not even paid for this one, trust me, right? So this is what it is. I don't know how many people will watch this because I have no subscribers at this point in time. I don't care, but I had to put it out, right? So that is all for this video. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have done everything, Miss Innocent Divya and your team. Of course, I don't know each one of your names, so that's one of the reasons I'm not pulling out each one of your names. It's nothing against anyone here. So your team and you have done a fabulous job in trying to contain this virus in the initial stage. I will vouch for you regardless of whoever says anything against you also, I will vouch for you what it was. It was insane, man, I'm telling you. It was absolutely insane the way these people have been. It was so polite. The person who's calling you, the person who's coming to meet you, everything was so polite. They did not even treat you as if you were a patient. Like, it is more like, wow, you are the next VIP of this place. So please, there's a small request, because people are trying their best. Let's try to at least obey the rule of the land, right? That's all I'm asking. I'm not here to preach or something, right? I'm just trying to tell you, just listen and just obey the rule of the land. If they ask you not to go out for no obvious reason, please don't step out, please, for God's sake, right? That's all for now. I will see you in another video, and thank you once again, each and everyone who has worked in the department of Nilgiris. I mean, I don't know what the department that's working in the public health department of Nilgiris, along with Miss Innocent, Divya. Kudos to each one of you. Pat on your back. You people are wonderful. Thank you very, very much. And guys, this is how this vlog ends, and I will see you in the next one. Over and out.
Copy that.
Roger that.